chicken.
Woohoo! Yeah! Now that's what I'm talking about! What? It's about time I finally make a proper intro for myself. It's a new year after all. I want to start fresh. Fresh, I say! Like the ocean waves on a Monday afternoon. Come at me! No, wait, I didn't mean it like that! I didn't mean it like that! Hey everyone, this is Yenny86YT here, or simply Yenny, and I welcome all of you to my first update video of 2024. Man, time sure does fly by very quickly. It really does feel like we're still in 2023. Huh. Well then, to start this year off, I decided to go ahead and do an update video since I haven't done one of those in a long while. And since it is the new year, I'd figured now's a good time to let you all know what to expect for 2024, and more importantly, the future of this channel going forward. Trust me, there's a lot to cover here. Before starting though, I do want to address that I'll be splitting this update video into 3 categories so that everything is more organized. The first category will detail why I haven't been making that many videos as of late and where have I been or up to. The second category will detail projects that are currently happening at the moment and the progress to go along with them. And the third category will detail projects that I hope to make for the future and beyond, with of course a synopsis and explanation to go along with them. I've been looking forward to this and I can't wait to share with all of you. Now without further ado, let's move on to the updates.
What a loser.
Okay then. Okay. Thank you, Pac. Thank you so much for that compliment. Thank you. So, on to the first category. Where have I been? Well, it's like this. Despite uploading for a bit for some time now, it doesn't really excuse why it's been taking me a while to make or upload videos like I used to. So allow me to explain myself on that. While I have explained this in the description of my latest videos, I think it's fair if I properly clarify it here, just so that it's out in the open. Throughout the past year, I've been attending college after graduating from high school back in 2022. Yeah, I think that's something that I haven't fully talked about here either, which I probably should have, but I guess with the amount of work that I had during that summer, including working on a script for a project that I'll talk about in a bit, I couldn't really do anything at the time. But yeah, I'm no longer in high school and currently attending my last term of college before graduating again this April. With that in mind, I need to get my head into the game as this part of my life is really important to me, and it's about time I give it my all. So while uploads will still be happening from now till April, my upload schedule will be a bit low. But once I'm done with college, my schedule will hopefully be free again and I'll be able to upload as much as I want again. It's also worth noting that 2023 wasn't exactly a good year, at least for this channel in terms of producing content and making updates like this one. I mean, the first video of last year was literally released in September. Yeah, from a schedule standpoint, that's not good. Like, not good at all. Yes, I could have uploaded a video in February or April, or probably even the summer. But as shown on my channel page, no videos were made at all until September. Why is that? Why did it take me 8 months to make a video? Well, for those who weren't aware, I didn't make that many videos last year because at the time, I was working on my then upcoming project, Jingle All The Way 2 Lost in Toronto. And since I was using my iPad to edit all my videos, I couldn't work on anything else due to the amount of storage I was using to host all the clips and effects that I needed to complete the project. Now I know what you might be asking. Why couldn't I just use my PC to edit other videos in the meantime, or even use it to edit Jingle All The Way 2? Well, at the time, I didn't have any good video editors with me on my PC, and the good ones that were available had to be purchased. Yeah, I didn't want to go through with that as it would be a bit much to handle. Luckily, as for making this video, I have found a good editor that doesn't need to be purchased, hence the improved quality and the removal of that annoying watermark. I'm just a bit pissed that I didn't discover this editor sooner. If I did, I wouldn't have to worry about any storage problems and all that. What a bummer. But I will say that I will still be using KineMaster to edit my videos. It's mainly because I still have files on there that I need to finish and still kinda used to it. I mean, I've been using that video editor for 7 years now. It's kinda hard to throw away. I'm just going to be switching back and forth between that editor and the one that I'm currently using right now, which is CapCut. Highly recommended, not sponsored. Oh wait.
And this is CapCut, a free mobile...
No! Now, with that out of the way, we can finally move on to the second category, which is about projects that are currently being worked on at the moment. Let's get right to it. So in terms of any big projects that are in the works, I'm happy to say that we're finally working on Jingle All the Way 3 Darkness Awakens. Yes, we are indeed making a third entry. The final entry. Yeah, I just want to make that very clear. It was a conscious and agreeable choice made by me and my friends, and we feel like it makes sense for the Jingle All the Way series to end on a trilogy. So with that in mind, we're planning on making this entry the best it can be. As of right now, we're currently in the script phase, trying to work on both the story and character interactions so that it doesn't end up being like with what happened with Jingle All the Way 2. Not saying that entry was bad or anything, but considering the production for that project was pretty troublesome, I don't want the same thing to happen again with this one. We did make an announcement trailer for Jingle All the Way 3 around a month ago on Christmas, so if you want to hype yourselves a bit, feel free to check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have for the project at the moment. While we do have more information, it's pretty much in the spoiler territory, so we won't be saying anything else at the moment. We plan on giving more updates for this project than what we did for Jingle All the Way 2, so stay tuned for that!
Yenny, you kinda suck.
Okay, Pac, I get it! In terms of any other projects being made, I do have some upcoming song covers / parodies in production that I've been wanting to make for a while now. A few of them are actually close to being done as we speak, and I'm really excited to show them off. Trust me, they've been in development for a while now. It's about time they see the light of day. There's a slight chance that not all of them will be released this year, but it really depends on if we're able to finish them. I will be updating further when that happens. And before you ask, yes. Hidden Lore Revisited is still being worked on. I know that it's been taking me a long time to make these episodes, and I'm sorry about that. Things just haven't been going according to plan, you know, with school and all, but I'm trying my very best to at least complete this series that I started long ago. So with that in mind, I just want to say that episode 5 is indeed being worked on and is actually close to being done. I just need a few voice lines from a VA and polish up some of the editing, and then I'm done. When will it be released? Not sure, but I'll be trying to get it out as soon as I can. If something does happen, I'll actually update this time. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this section. Nothing else to explain. I guess it's time to tidy up this video and end things. Whoa, wait, huh? Yeah? Wait, you spilled coffee everywhere? Huh? Wait, there's more? Where do you... Ooh, yeah, right. Almost forgot about that. So now, we move on to the third category, which is about projects that I hope to make in the far future. I'm actually pretty excited about this as there are a lot of things that I want to talk about, with the main one being... My Universes, aka new series of mine that I'm really excited to work on during the next few years. But what is this exactly? What do these universes have to offer and what they're about? Well, allow me to elaborate.
Looks like somebody's a stupid head.
Okay, that's it, you frying pan will. What? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah, right. So these 6 universes are part of what I call the Yeti's Realm Collection. Okay, well, it's still a work in progress. I'm trying to think of a different name, but I can't really think of anything at the moment, so this is what I got for now. So yeah, Yeti's Realm Collection, in which each universe focuses on a specific version of my character, Yeti. So if we're going in chronological order here, we have the Chronoverse, the Holidayverse, the Diamondverse, the Taloverse, the Cometaverse, and lastly, the Yeniverse. Wow, that's a lot of universes, but I'm proud of it. Despite them being in chronological order, I'm not exactly working on them in chronological order. It's mainly because of ideas for stories that I want to do in one universe rather than the other first before moving on to that. I will say this though, I'm not working on all of these universes at once. Nope, no way. If I did that, I would have overworked myself and caused a massive burnout. Yeah, as someone who's experienced a ton of burnout in the past, I don't want to go through that again. So that's why I'm working on these universes one at a time, while also having the enjoyment and fun of working on them as well. So with that, allow me to dig a bit deeper into each universe so that you all know which one is about what. So firstly, we have the Chronoverse, short for the Chronicles of Yenny, which focuses on Yenny V1, or Legend Yenny, as he is compelled to go on a journey across the land, searching far and wide, to not only find a legendary sword that is rumored to possess the powers of a god, but to also prove his capabilities as a leader, as for this version of Yenny, he's pretty insecure about himself and doesn't believe hard in himself to think that he can be a leader. So together with two other characters, whom he opens up to later on in the series, he sets out to show everybody that despite being sheltered all of his life, he can prove himself to change and gain the position and respect of a true hero. I've always wanted to make a journey type story, and since this series is mainly about character development, I want to take that to its full potential and offer something that I'm proud of. For the series itself, in terms of length, it'll have at least 10 chapters with a small break in between. Each chapter will focus on each aspect of Yenny's personality and show off progress throughout his whole journey, with his companions also having a chapter of their own, so we know more of their backstory as well as their motivations and goals. Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to edit two of my audio clips together and, well, in the recording I was stuttering a lot, so that's just what you're gonna get, honestly, because I really don't feel like re-recording that. Anyways, then we have the Holidayverse, short for the Holidays at Yenny's, which focuses on Yenny V2 or Yenny Legacy and his friends as they deal with countless threats during all different kinds of holidays, like Christmas, Halloween, Easter, and even St. Patrick's Day to name a few. With this version of Yenny, he's kind of full of himself, I'd say, but knows from right to wrong when in sticky situations. And together with his friends, they will all stand together to protect the universe from evil. This is a series that's currently going on as we speak, as I did brought up in the second category that Jing All the Way 3 Darkness Awakens is currently being developed. I will admit that originally, the first Jing All the Way that I made back in February of 2022, which is the special that kicked off the Holidayverse, was supposed to be a one-off thing and be non-canon to another universe, which I'll get more into detail as we go down, but after releasing it and seeing the positive reception it got, I decided to turn it into a whole series. As I mentioned in that little synopsis for the Holidayverse, there will be more specials being made, like ones for the summer, Halloween, you name it. Okay, well, maybe not all holidays will be featured in this series, as I know that there are some holidays that we may not even know about and all that. But overall, we have a lot planned here, and I'm very excited to share with you all. Just know that plans may change down the road, but kind of sticking to this. Next up, we have the Diamondverse, short for the Dimensional Rips, which focuses on Yenny V3 or Yenny Beyond as he journeys throughout the multiverse after being chosen by a being known as the Creator to become its guardian and protect every universe at once. It's essentially his job to make sure everything is stable and not out of the ordinary. Seems simple enough. Except for the fact that this version of Yenny doesn't take things as seriously as one might see the job as. He's like Discord in a way, pretty chaotic. Nonetheless though, when it is time to get serious, he gets serious and can rely on anybody to help him out when he needs it. This series also focuses on Yenny's actions throughout his travels and whether or not he's doing the right thing or not so much. It's as if we're choosing his actions for him, but it won't be an interactive series. While that would be a cool concept, I feel like it would take a bit more work to accomplish and I don't really feel like going through that at the moment. I'm thinking of releasing a pilot for this series probably near the end of the year so that I can show off what the series will entail. Lengthwise, I'm not entirely sure about that, but I do want to keep it consistent in a way. By that I mean having the episodes I plan on creating at a specific runtime, like each one being 20 minutes or something. Nonetheless, I hope that I'm able to create a pilot for this series and share it with you all. After that, we have the Talaverse, short for Tales from the Time Stream, which actually focuses on 5 characters from Equestria Girls rather than Yenny himself. Well, kinda. With this version of Yenny, also known as V4 or Chrono Yenny, is still the main character, but is actually an antagonist rather than a protagonist. Yeah, you weren't expecting that, right? In this universe, the 5 main characters that I mentioned have to work aside their differences and battle their way through their city, which is in ruins, to take down the tyrant who is responsible for everything that happened. That tyrant is, of course, Chrono Yeni. I wanted to switch things up a notch when creating the concept for this series, as it'd be an interesting take to have a character that's mainly known as a hero become a villain. Like with the Diamondverse, at some point near the end of this year, I'm thinking of doing a pilot for this series so that the story can be established and take in what the series has to offer. In terms of the actual series, as in like episodes/chapters, I'm planning on having 10 chapters like with the Chronoverse. I feel like that's enough for how the length of the story should be, but I'll have to think very carefully about that, so stay tuned for that! Second to last, we have the Comediverse, which is actually not sure for anything. Haven't really thought of a good name for it yet. I'll think of something that focuses on characters that we know getting into witless scenarios but having fun in the process. While Yeni V5 or Comic Yeni is a prominent character in this series, he isn't really considered a main character as that role varies on the focus of a skit. So like if Comic Yeni is the main focus of a skit, then he's the main character of it. But if he appears in another skit but isn't the main focus, then he isn't the main character. I hope that makes sense. As I mentioned in the second category, in terms of ongoing projects that are happening right now, I do have a couple of skits for this specific universe that I'm planning on releasing soon. I can't give any spoilers on what they'll be about, but what I can say is that one focuses on Twilight Sparkle and the other on Ocellus of the Student 6. Since I'm almost done with the editing, I'm hoping to at least get them out within the next few weeks. But I'm not entirely sure about that yet, we'll just have to see. And finally, the one that I've been saving for last. Even though technically it is the 6th universe in terms of order, we have the Yeniverse, which like the Comediverse, isn't really sure for anything that focuses on Yeni V6 or Yeni Prime, as he is joined by the main 6 and his friends as they deal with the return of Cozy Glow, Queen Chrysalis, and Lord T-Rex as they plan on harnessing the energies of these artifacts known as Avatar Reactors, or the Gems of Embodiment, that are within Yeni and his robotic friends from themselves to become godlike, which threatens not only Equestria, but the entire multiverse as a whole. With the cast of characters we have, it's similar in a way to the Holidayverse, but the difference between that series and this one is that with the Yeniverse, it focuses on traveling to other universes alongside bringing other characters from each moment to this one so that they can help out with defeating the Legion of Doom. Throughout all the universes that I've made, this right here was the first one, and it all started with my very first audio drama, My Little Pony Into Another World. Despite it not really aging the best in terms of quality, I'm still proud of how it turned out. If it wasn't for that video, I wouldn't have come up with all these universes and be where I am today. This is a series that I'm very serious about, as it's a story that I want to tell and allow my creativity to rise. Unfortunately though, the Yeniverse is currently on hold since I want to focus on the Holidayverse first before tackling back into it. This is also because I'm currently in the process of remaking an entry from the Yeniverse, which is actually the Train for the Win episode that I made almost 2 years ago. Yeah, in the end, I was pretty disappointed with the execution and performance, and overall didn't fit with what I was trying to go for, hence why I'm deciding to remake it entirely. I will say though that I'm not remaking any Yeniverse entries that were released before Train for the Win, as while they haven't aged the best like with Into Another World, the story within them is still accurate to how I want them to have. So yeah, as of right now, I'm paying more attention to the Holidayverse, and once I get everything sorted out, I'll get right back to the Yeniverse with the remake of Train for the Win. Can't wait on that. And that, my friends, is everything that I wanted to discuss with you all in this update. Hope you all were able to digest all of that, as I didn't really mean for this video to go on for that long. I just had a lot of updates that I wanted to discuss and why I haven't been uploading as much as I used to. Nonetheless, with everything that I've said, I hope to make 2024 a good year for uploading as many videos as I can. Though, to be fair, this update video was supposed to come out on the 1st of January, but due to me being busy and lacking a bit of motivation, I wasn't able to do that. I apologize for that, and I'll try my best to put out what I've got. If I ever do need to change anything that I've said in this video, then I'll let you all know in the community post, as I really need to start using it. So with all that being said, I hope you all enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.